Hi, this is Eric with CAD Avenue, and today I'm going to be explaining a couple of concepts called model space and paper space. Model space is your working area. It's the area that you always will go to when you first load up CAD, and it's where your drawing will be and your dimensions and your notes. The two things that you'll need to pay attention to are your dimensions and your notes, because those will need to scale accordingly to the plot size, which I'll show you how to change in your viewport at the end of this video. To explain this a bit further, here's a table I provided which you can download at the end of this video. We'll be referring to two drawing scale factors, 96 and 48, which are also called dim scales in CAD. And then the text size on the right will change accordingly. You'll also want to load up a template file, which I provided. The easiest way is through the File Wizard, New, and then choosing the second icon from the left, choosing your drawing sheet, and then making also sure that your Style menu has been turned on, because we'll be using this as well, and that will appear usually at the top here. Also in MetQ, you'll want to check your drawing scale, and this also uses that same drawing scale factor or dim scale. Currently it's set to 48. Again, referring back to this table again, 96 using a text height of 12 and 48 using a text height of 6. And I'll show you a little bit more on how to set that up in your text style and your dim styles. And here we're going into each of these styles menus to check the text size settings. Our 1/8 inch scale is set to 12, and then our 1/4 inch scale is set to half that, which would be 6. So that looks fine. And now we'll go into our dim style settings, and we'll check the scale factor or the dim scale. And here we'll choose modify, and then we'll choose the fit tab, and then checking to make sure that this is 48, and the same thing for our 1/8 inch, which would be 96. And now that we've checked that and everything is fine, let's go ahead and draw a rectangle, and we'll use the at command, 40 feet, 20 feet for a 40 by 20 box. And we'll load up the dimension linear command. You can simply type DLI for dimension linear. The goal we're after here is, when we get to our viewport, is that we want each of these strings to scale the same size according to the scale that they're plotted at. Now here I'm just entering in some M text, and I'm entering in some test strings just to test the scale with the text style settings that we have set up here. Simply typing T for text, and we're getting to this dialog. As you can see, we're using Arial with a size of 12. Back to this illustration again. One way to look at it is 1/8 inch is further away than 1/4 inch, so the dim scales need to be different. So let's go into the Paperspace by selecting My Sheet, and here we're looking at our actual 8.5 by 11. We type MS for model space, we do a zoom and then extents to find our drawing. Again, we're peering down into model space. And we will go ahead and check to make sure that our viewport toolbar is turned on. We'll right click on the toolbar, we'll choose toolbars, and we'll go down and make sure our viewport toolbar is turned on. And we'll select the edge of viewport. We'll come down and we'll scale the viewport to 1/8 inch equals a foot. Now take a look and note the size of this text at 1/8 inch equals a foot. Watch when we change it to 1/4 inch equals a foot. It becomes too big. But our 1/4 inch text will match the size that our 1/8 inch text was just recently set at. So this is how you scale your text and your dimensions to the appropriate scale that you're plotting to in Paperspace. Hope this helps, and have a great day.